and share my screen. All right. And I ask you guys to kind of do up to like 17 or 18 and solve some problems. All right, so now everybody take a look at what they did. All right, we're gonna start with number 9. All right. So please speak up, get your work out. Let's get to work, make sure. All right, I really would like to give you no homework. All right, but let's see if we can do that. So we were supposed to subtract 38 from both sides. So I'm left with 2x is equal to
43.
86. So you're correct. So x is equal to 43. If you got that right, pat yourself on the back, give yourself a big star. All right, and let's move on. Number 10, you were supposed to do what to both sides? Come on, someone jump in. What am I supposed to do?
Add 4. Add 4.
Add 4.
Oh.
Add 4 before you do the reciprocal. Okay, add 4 before you do the reciprocal. So now I have 1/2 x is equal to 21. Now we do the reciprocal. Times
2 over 1.
Exactly.
And 2.
So
and
x is
it
equal
equals
to
38.
What? 21 times 2?
Oh,
Whoops. 42.
Hey, I thought we were all the way up until like 18 for homework.
Yeah, we are. You were. I'm just checking the work with you.
All right then.
Are you getting them right?
Yeah.
Of course you are.
A little confused.
No, don't be confused. We're checking. All right. Subtracting 4. 2/3 x is equal to 18. Multiply by the reciprocal. These guys cancel. X is equal to 27.
what?
All right. Give yourself checks if you got them right. If you didn't get them right, you put a little star by it so you can review in the future. Maybe over the weekend.
Get that.
What?
I don't get it.
I don't understand what that means. You got to be more specific.
Oh, never mind. I get it. Okay, I messed up.
No, come on. Sienna,
I just
multiply.
I did yeah.
Do you see it or not, kiddo?
Yes, I do. I messed it
All
up.
right.
Yeah, I know.
All right, here we go. Number 12. Now remember, this is where I said you had to combine terms. 1, 2, 3x plus 3 was equal to 105. Minus 3 from both sides. 3x is equal to 102. Divide both sides by 3. X equals 34. All right. So if you got 34, that's good, but that's not the final answer. Remember now, we were looking for 3 consecutive integers. So the 3 consecutive integers would be 34, 35, and 36. That's really what I want you to be able to tell me. Anybody have any questions with that? Okay, let's move on.
Am I still unmuted?
Yeah. Somebody's like, there's lots of stuff going on in the background.
It's Jack.
All right, just everybody mute themselves and speak up when you have a question.
Unmuted.
All right, don't worry. We're done. We don't know exactly who it is. Just
If you guys are on computer or something, you can just hold down your space bar while you talk. So you don't just like
all right.
don't ramble.
All right, so number 13. We set up the equation, subtract 6. So 3x was equal to 99. Divide by 3, x equals 33. Now these were consecutive odds. So the numbers were 33, 35, and 37. That's what I wanted you to be able to do. All right. Now, here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4x plus 12 equals 244. How did I get 12? Because I added 2 plus 4 plus 6. Now we need to subtract 12 from both sides. 4x equals 232. Divide by 4. So x equals 4 goes into 23 5 times with 3 left over. 4 goes into 32 8 times. So now
Josh, could you keep that there for a second?
yep. So the numbers are 58, 60, 62, and 64. Now, one of the most important things I'm trying to teach some of you guys is it's not doing any good if all you're doing is writing down my solutions. All right? It's not doing any good. You're supposed to be checking your work and now asking me a question if you have a problem. Any questions? Any questions?
Yeah. How would you like? I didn't notice the like the x equals 58, 60, 62. How would you know when that happens?
Well, because you have to read the question. All right, honestly. It says find 4 consecutive. I'm not trying to be funny or anything. I'm just honestly saying you have to read the questions.
Okay, so only if it says like find blank consecutive.
Yeah. If it says
Okay.
find 4 consecutive numbers, you know you got to look for 4 numbers. Okay? All right, number 15. I want someone to tell me what they got. What's the answer? I'm listening, guys. No one knows how to do 15.
I got
I had some trouble with this one.
I
Okay.
got 165 with cheese and then 330 without cheese.
No cheese. All right, someone else tell me what they got. No one else.
I got 330 with cheese and 165 without.
That's what I got.
30 cheese, 165 no cheese.
I
All right.
got
Yeah, that's what I got as well.
Okay, who got something different? Come on, I want some help.
I got like 310 cheese.
Good. How
I
much?
got 165 no cheese.
How much was it?
310 cheese, but 165 no cheese. I don't know how
That's okay. I don't care. Somebody else. Come on, guys. No one else? All right, so let's see what your thoughts were, okay? Now, again, writing information is the most important thing I can teach you. All right, so when I read this, Bert's Barn sold 495 hamburgers today. So I wrote down total equals 495. The number sold with cheese was half the number without cheese. All right, so I have cheese and I have no cheese. So were there more cheese or more no cheese? The number sold with cheese was half. So cheese is less.
less.
Right. So do we have any idea how many no cheese were there? Do we have any idea? We label it X.
X. Yeah.
And then cheese would be what? 1/2 X.
1/2 of that.
That's what I'm hoping everybody wrote down. Something very similar to that. I'm just going to bring this over here. That's what I'm hoping everybody wrote down. All right. Now, total means that we add the cheese and the no cheese together. So I do 1/2 X plus X equals 495. Now, if you did that, then you are in really good shape, right? If you kind of guessed and checked your way and got the answer, that's okay, but not the best. Notice I'm trying to show you, I wrote things down. I wrote information down. you're not going to be able to just look at this anymore and tell me what the answer is. All right. So now the hard part. 1x plus 1/2 x. Everybody knows that 1 is the same as 2 over 2. Okay? So 1/2 x plus 2 over 2 is the same as 3 over 2x. Anybody have any issue with that? Anybody unsure about 1/2 plus 1? All right.
Yeah, how did you get a 1? I'm still, like, I'm kind of lost.
That's okay. How did you get 1? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, so this right here, x is 1x. That's literally what that means.
Okay.
You with me on that? So I'm saying 1x plus 1/2 x is 1 1/2, which is the same as 3 over 2. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now we're going to multiply, of course, by the reciprocal. All right. So when we multiply by the reciprocal, this is 2/3 times 2/3 because these cancel. X equals, I like to divide first. So 3 goes into 4 once with 1 left over. 3 goes into 19 6 times with 1 left over. 3 goes into 15 5 times. Now I have to multiply that by 2. And if I multiply that by 2, I end up with 330. Okay? Now, what does 330 represent? X, which is the no cheese. So 330 with no cheese, and then half of 330, which was 165 with cheese. All right, now I'm going to say this, guys. When I ask you to turn this in, I'm thinking about making it like a bigger grade. I want to see your work. I want to see things written out. All right? I'm really and truly trying to teach you how to write down information so you can translate from words to algebra. All right? And that's probably the hardest thing to do. The only way to do it is to start out easy, learning to write information down, all right, and then keep yourself organized. All right, so those of you guys who wrote the equation, all right, you are outstanding. All right, this was the equation. That's outstanding work if you're able to do
Mr.
that.
Shaw, may I say something?
Go ahead.
You are a sinner if you eat a hamburger. Like, who eats a hamburger without cheese?
Oh,
That's just not right.
very funny, Tucker, but
It's not right.
I'm in agreement with
Tucker, what happens if you're lactose intolerant?
you. All right,
You eat vegan cheese.
here we go, guys.
Or you
All right.
prepare yourself.
Thank you for the distraction, Tucker, but we're back on track now.
That's my
Okay.
specialty.
First
So,
off, it's not called a hamburger.
please
It has cheese.
Listen carefully. We're going to try number 16 now. And I really want to kind of see how you did writing things out. All right. So what I want to do right now is I want to ask someone who never speaks to speak up and tell me what you got. If you got an answer, I want to hear it. Go. How much does the tanks hold? Come on. There was an old tank and a new tank. Come on, hopefully you tried these.
One holds 2,175, and tank 2 holds 1,475.
All right, anybody else?
For the old one, I got 1,650, and for the new one, I got 2,000.
2,000?
That's what I got.
Thank you very much. All right, someone else. Come on, guys.
I also got what Grace got.
You wrote
Good.
mine
I also
backwards.
got 2,000.
Mr. Stroh, you wrote mine backwards. I meant
Okay. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, so when I write the answer up here, I don't want you all of a sudden say, yeah, that's what I got, that's what I got, that's what I got. All right, so it looks like the majority of people think this is close to the answer. All right. Now again, there's ways to do it without writing an equation, but we are not doing that. I know you can figure it out without a calculator. I mean, without doing any work. I don't care about that. I'm showing you how to write equations. And this is what I'm expecting. Next year when we take a test, I'm not even going to care about the answer. I'm just going to say, write down the equation. Write down the equation. All right, so here we go. It says a company added a new oil tank that holds 350 barrels of oil more than the old. So really what I want everybody to do is, we're talking about old and we're talking about new. All right. I have no idea what the old tank held. So I put an X. The new tank holds 350 barrels more than the old. So everybody should have put new is X plus 350. That's what you should have written. Now together, the old and the new means to add them up. X plus 350 equals 3,650. Does everybody agree with that?
Yes.
All right, now X plus X today we'll call 2X. Now we're actually practicing solving the equations. Now we subtract 350. And it looks to me like I have 2X is equal to 3,300. Does that look right? So divide by 2. So X, 2 goes into 3, 1, with 1 left over. 2 goes into 13, 6 times with 1 left over. 2 goes into 10, 5. So X is equal to 1,650. And that is the what? That is the old. So if you got that right, pat yourself on the back. I'm proud of
Can
you.
you wait a second?
Yep. And then new, you would just take 1,650 and add 350. So that would be 2,000. And 2,000 would be the new. Okay. Now let me stress this because I've already said it a bunch, but I'm just trying to make sure you're hearing me. This right here is really the important part. That part right there. All right. So again, I'm trying to tell you, I don't really care about the answer as much as I care about, did you do this? And did you set this up? All right. Solving the equation should be the easy part. Solving the equation should be the easy part. Is everybody hearing me?
Yes.
Now, does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Nobody?
No.
Mr. Stroud.
I'm listening.
Okay. Pretty much this whole thing.
That's okay. Come on, Tucker, though. This is what I'm
I
saying.
just erased everything that I did because I did it completely wrong.
Well, and that's okay. So again, this is what I promise you. I'm trying to tell you guys, if I can teach you how to set equations up, you're going to be great at math. It starts at the easy problems. If you cut corners on the easy problems, when you get to the hard problems, you're not going to be able to do it. That's why some of you are saying, well, I figured it out without setting up an equation. I totally understand that. That's how I used to do it. All right, but then when you get to the harder problems, your thoughts are not organized. So I want you to set it up this way. All right, now, Tucker, I appreciate your honesty here. Do you understand this part of it, Tucker, right here or not?
I understand that part. Yeah.
Okay, so then together just means you add the old and the new. So I added X. Now what I'm going to show you is this part right here represents the old. This part right here represents the new. and I just added them together. Okay?
Okay.
Now, sometimes kids are having trouble, and I know which of you are having trouble. Some of you forgot to combine variables. 1x plus 1x is 2x. All right? Everybody good? All right. Let's check out 17, please.
Mr. Straw,
Yes.
something's going on with my audio. There's like this really annoying beeping sound, so I'm gonna leave and join back really quick.
Okay, that's fine. I'll be able to click you in.
It's not just you.
It's not. Okay. So now for question number 17. All right. Again, we've got to set it up. All right. Emily has $88 in her account. So I'm going to write $88 is in her account. All right. Then it says she saves $350 every week. How long will it take her to have $200 in her account? I'm trying to get a total of $200. All right. Right now, I have $88 in my account. I'm going to add
All right.
$350 every week until I get $200.
Would take around 30 weeks.
Well, I don't want a round. We're going to solve it out mathematically. Okay? So here we go. So to solve this, I'm supposed to subtract 88 from both sides. Subtract 88 from both sides. All right? 3.5x equals subtract 1, 9, 10. 1, 1, 2. Anybody have any questions with that? Anybody? Now, all right, now I'm going to try to make you better math students. All right, does everybody agree I hate dividing by decimals? Everybody agree with this? I know you have a calculator. All right, is everybody hearing me? I don't like decimals. Does everybody
I
agree
hear
with me?
you.
All right,
Yes,
so
sir.
now I want you to be smarter after today's lesson. So I really want you to concentrate on what I'm doing. I always try to find the easy way to do things. All right? So I don't feel like dividing by 35. I don't feel like making it a decimal. So what I did, please watch now, because I want you to be able to do this. All right? I'm going to multiply by 2 first. I'm allowed to do that. Now, why do I do that? Because if I double 3.5, I now have 7x is equal to 224. And look how much easier that is now to divide. All right. Now, if you're paying attention, I want you to ask me a question if you're not sure. Right? I don't like the
I'm
decimal.
paying attention, but I'm pretty sure.
What?
Never mind.
Okay, and now we just divide both sides by 7. Now look how much easier that is. 7 goes into 21 or 22 3 times with 1 left over. 7 goes into 14 twice. So it's going to take her what? 32 weeks before she has $200. Everybody good with that?
Are we allowed to use calculators?
Yeah, yes, of course, kiddo.
Oh, okay.
I want you to use a calculator, but I'm just trying to show you now how, since I've got time here, to help you with your mental math.
Right.
Does
Yeah.
that make sense, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So here we go. Number 18. All right. So what I would like everyone to do is, since we're talking about a rectangle, of course, I want you to draw a rectangle, right? And of course, I know everybody knows, because we've done it a million times, the rectangle has a length and a width. And everybody should know the perimeter of a rectangle is there's 2 L's and there are 2 W's. So everybody agree with that? Now it says here, the perimeter of the rectangle is 332. So I'm going to put 332 for the perimeter. And it says the width is equal to 76. Since I don't know what the length is, I just leave the L plus 2 times 76. All right, now we solve this. We say 332 is equal to 2L plus 2 times 76. 2 times 70 is 140. 2 times 6 is 12. 140 plus 12, 152.
52.
Anybody have issues with that? And now we're going to do what? Subtract 152. Subtract 152. And now 2L is equal to 0, borrow, right? That gives me 8, and then 180. Is everybody okay with that? So the length, once we divide by 2, the length is equal to 90 centimeters. All right, once again, if you got that, give yourself a nice little pat on the back. Good job. All right. Does anybody need me to repeat anything for number 18? Anybody? All right, let's see what we got. Number 19. All right. Now, as we read this, I want someone to tell me what is an isosceles triangle. Somebody tell me
It's
what
a
it is.
triangle
That's
where
2 sides that are equal.
That's right. Triangle with 2 sides are equal. So what I want to do right off the bat is we're going to go ahead and draw an isosceles triangle. And I'm going to put the perimeter is 345. Now, the base length is 85, which means this is 85. And the 2 legs are the 2 sides that are equal. Those are unknown. So this is an X and this is an X. Okay? Sean, tell me. Sean, you got a question?
so 345.
That's correct.
You subtract 85 from that, which makes it 260. So all you have to do is divide that by 2.
That is correct. But I still want you to write the equation. You did perfect. All right?
So that would be
345 is equal to, tell me. Come on, you can do it. What are the 2?
85 plus X plus X.
Yes, very good. Okay, Sean, that's what I'm talking about. 85 plus X plus X. And of course, Sean, the X plus X is 2X. So we can write that as 345 is equal to 2X plus 85. So again, see, if you can work backwards, writing the equation should be even easier. Okay? So again, this right here, I cannot stress enough, this is the important part. Being able to write the equation is the important part. All right? So after this step, all right, we have to subtract 85 from both sides. And what did you say that was, Sean?
Sorry, I just grabbed a glass of water. What did you say?
What was that? What did you say 345 minus 85 was?
Oh, 260,
Thank you.
which would make the both x's worth 130.
That's exactly correct. 130 centimeters. Anybody have any questions with that?
Oh.
All right, everybody put a star by number 20. It's getting a little bit harder now. Okay.
Wait.
All right,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, so here we go, guys. I want the width of a rectangle is 15 inches less than the length. So I really want everybody to write the width is, now how do I write 15 inches less than the length?
W
W
equals
equals
X
Negative
minus
15.
15.
Yes, I like that. Now, because it's being compared to the length, I would have just gone ahead and said L minus 15. If you choose X, I'm totally okay with that. All right, I'm totally okay with that. All right, but the width is 15 inches less than the length. All right, so now what I want to do is, we're still talking about the perimeter, so I'm going to write down perimeter equals 98. And now what we're going to do is we're going to draw a rectangle. All right.
rectangle.
Now, what I want you to think about is that this could be the length and this could be the width. All right. Now, here's the tricky part. Not really, but I'm just going to move this over so it's easier to see. All right. What does the width equal? Somebody tell me again.
Okay.
What does the width
W
equal?
equals L minus 15.
83.
That's exactly right, guys. So I want everybody to highlight the
I am
W.
many smarts.
That's right. And I want you to put down L minus 15. Okay, because we're only allowed to have one variable. All right, so this side up here is L. And then the other side is going to be L minus 15. Is everybody okay with that? All right. Now the perimeter, here's what we have, 98. Now what I want everybody to be able to do is, I want them to be able to look at this. All right, L minus 15, L, and L minus 15. You have to add those together. So L plus L minus 15 plus L minus 15. All right, that's what we can do. All right, now how many L's do we have, guys?
4.
4. 1. Uh-oh.
No, wait, I don't know.
1 L, 2, 3. You're right, 4 L.
Yeah.
So I have 4 L. Now I need to add the numbers together. Negative 15 and negative 15. What's that?
Negative 30.
Thank you. Negative 30 equals 98. That's what we have. Anybody have any questions with that? Now, we add 30 to both sides. add 30 to both sides. So I have 4L equals 128. And now what do I do to both sides? Divide by 4, divide by 4. So L equals, 4 goes into 12 3 times, 4 goes into 8. That's right. So the length is 32. All right. Now it says find the dimensions. So it's 32 inches. Now I have to figure out what the width is. Well, the width is what? 15 inches less than 32. All right. So the width is the length minus 15. So the width is 32 minus 15. So the width is how many inches, guys?
17 inches.
17 inches. Thank you for whoever said that. 17 inches. All right. I just don't think that's that bad. All right. Take some thought. Yes. You got to practice a little bit, especially if you're struggling with how to do equations. Okay?
It's just a lot of steps.
Yep. There is a lot of steps. That's what makes it difficult. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. All right. So here we go. What I want to do is cut you a little break today. So we're going to do 21, and then I'm going to tell you what I want you to do. All right, for the rest of the time. All right, so here we go. So 21. The triangle has sides with lengths that are consecutive even integers. Wow. So consecutive even integers. So now everybody has to write or draw a triangle. Now it says the sides are consecutive even integers. So what are the sides going to be? Someone tell me. How do we write the sides if they're consecutive even? Good.
And X.
What else? Someone else.
And
I like X. One side is X.
186 at the bottom.
Come on. If one side is X, I want someone to tell me what the other side is.
The bottom one's going to be length.
Nope.
Or no, the other one's going to be X because it's
I said that.
No.
It's
Look,
186.
I don't know if you're even reading. This is the problem I have with some of you.
Oh, I
All right.
don't
Some
know.
of you are not even understanding. I said they're consecutive integers. If you don't know what consecutive even integers are, we have a problem. Okay? If one side is X, come on, someone who was thinking last week. If one is X, what's the other side going to be?
Y.
W.
No.
Plus 1.
Yes, it would be X plus 1 if they were consecutive integers, but they're not.
Oh.
They're consecutive even integers.
X plus 2.
Thank
2.
you, whoever said that. X plus 2. What's the other side going to be?
X plus
Plus
4.
X plus
Thank
4.
you. X plus 4. That is correct. All right. Consecutive evens. X plus 2, X plus 4. Now, it says the perimeter. So what are we supposed to do with these sides when we want to find the perimeter? Hello, what do we do with those sides?
You do
You
X,
divide-
X plus 2, X plus 4.
Yes, thank you, Tucker. X
Okay.
plus X plus 2 plus X plus 4. That equals?
3x plus 2 plus 4.
Yes, which is 186.
Yeah.
That's the equation. All right, so now once again, what is X plus X plus X, someone?
3x. Oh.
3x. Now I need to figure out what is 2 plus 4?
6.
6. 3x plus 6 equals 186.
9.
Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Now, what do I do to both sides of the equation?
You subtract them by 6.
Very nice.
Okay.
3x equals 180.
Yeah.
And now what do I do to both sides?
You divide them both by 3.
Divide by 3. So x is equal to
60.
x is 60. All right. It says find the lengths. So the smallest side is 60. What's the next one?
62.
Thank you for saying that. 62.
62 and then 64.
60, 62, and 64. That is 100%.
Yay. I
Okay.
did it.
So again, consecutive even integers. That was the key. All right. If you want to do consecutive even integers, you have to tell me one side is x, one side is x plus 2, and the other side would be x plus 4. Now notice in all of these, I drew a figure out. The reason why I like to draw up a figure is because I know it helps me in the long run to solve these. All right? So I only have a couple problems for you. All right? Here's what I want you to try. I want everybody to circle number or highlight number 22, highlight 23, highlight 24, and highlight 25. All right?
25.
When are they due?
They are due. What I want to
Next
do is
Tuesday?
I want everybody, we have just 4 problems. All right. What I want to do is this, guys. I want everyone to try these 4 problems and then submit all of their work because I want to see if you're taking good enough notes. All right. If you're not taking good enough notes, I'm going to be upset. Okay. I'm trying to give you a really good grade. All right. You have to cooperate. So I want everybody to try these 4 problems. All right. You have, let's say, 30 minutes to do it. All right. So I want from 30 minutes, you have to do those 4 problems, then you turn it in. All right. I want you to write the equation if you can. If you're having some trouble, it's okay. If you forgot the rules of a triangle, look the information up, research a little bit. All right. But please turn in the whole thing. All right. So I can look at all the problems and make sure you're doing what I'm asking you to do. All right. Does anybody have any questions?
Are you grading those
No,
4
I'm not. I'm not grading it. No, I'm not grading it for accuracy because I'm trying to see if you're how much effort you're putting into it. I do want you to draw it. I do want you to try to get the right answer. And if the only way you can do it is by working backwards, I'm actually okay with that. Right? But that's not the lesson. The lesson is writing the equation. That's what I'm trying to teach you now. All right, that'll help you become much better and much smarter if you're able to translate from a word problem to an equation. All right, so if you understand the directions, you are dismissed and turn it in by 3:15. You got 27 minutes. All right.
Okay.
All right, have a great day. Have a great rest of the day, guys.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys. Nice seeing everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
Thanks, Sean, man. Bye, Sienna.
Bye.
Bye, Gray.
I actually do have a question.
Okay.
So on this, are we turning it in as one whole or are we turning it in piece by piece?
I want you to turn in All the questions, 1 through 25, what we've been working on.
I know, but what I'm saying is like, okay, never
And
mind.
then next class, I'm going to finish up.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to give you one big fat grade.
Okay.
Okay, Gray?
All right.
All right, take care, buddy.
I forgot to turn in like the to 18 one, and I did it, but I forgot.
No, I told you not to turn it in.
Okay. So I was right about that because
Yeah.
I thought we had like someone told me we had to turn it in, and I was like, I don't think he asked us to.
No, you're right. I said do not turn it in.
Yeah.
All right, Gray.
This is the one we turn in, the 25, right?
Yes, all
Okay.
25 now. Take care,
Bye,
buddy.
Mr. Stroud. You too.
Take care, man.
You too.